Welcome to Chapter 72 through 74 of Turning Pro, a book club found on go.fsbb.io. Today we're going to be talking about the magic of inspiration, a couple of different salaries, including a psychological salary, and the wilderness. Have you ever been lost in the wilderness? Let's talk about it. What about the magic? The professional mindset works in two ways. It's important for us to grasp the distinction. First, the pro mindset is a discipline that we use to overcome resistance, and of course we've talked about this a lot, to defeat the self-sabotaging habits of procrastination, self-doubt, susceptibility to distraction, perfectionism, and shallowlessness. We enlist the self-strengthening habits of order, regularity, discipline, and a constant striving after excellence. That's not hard to understand. But what about the magic? What about the madness? What about the flashes of brilliance and uncontrollable outbursts of genius? How does the professional mindset help there? Isn't it too severe, too hardcore, or too regimented? The answer is no. The monk glimpses the face of God not by scaling a peak in the Himalayas, but by sitting still in silence. Yoga, meditation, and the martial arts access the soul by way of the body. The physical leads to the spiritual. The humble produces the sublime. It seems counterintuitive, but it's true. In order to achieve flow, magic, or the zone, we start by being common and ordinary and workmanlike. We set our palms against the stones in the garden wall and search, until at last, in the instant when we're ready to give up, our fingers fasten upon the secret door. Like a child entering a meadow, we step over the threshold, forgetting everything except the butterfly that flits across our vision. From the play arises Guernica and The Godfather and Guggenheim Museum Bilbao. A Marine gets 2 salaries. There's a well-known gunnery sergeant who, when his young Marines complain about their pay, explains that they get 2 salaries, a financial salary and a psychological salary. The Marine's financial salary is indeed meager, but what about the psychological salary? The feeling of pride and honor, the sense of belonging to a brotherhood with a brave and noble history, and knowing that no matter what happens, you remain a member of that fraternity as long as you live. How much, the gunny asks, is that worth? You and I, as artists and entrepreneurs, receive 2 salaries as well. The first might be called a conventional rewards, money, applause, attention. This is fine, if we can get it. The problem for most of us is that we can't get it. We bust our butts training and practicing and studying and rehearsing, and nobody shows up. Nobody notices. Nobody even knows we exist. No wonder people quit. The struggle requires too much agony for far too little payoff. That's the conventional reward. Then there's the psychological reward. Remember, Krishna told Arjuna that he had the right to his labor, but not to the fruits of his labor. What he meant was the conventional fruits. Does the monk meditate only to achieve enlightenment? What if that never happens? What does the dancer take from ballet class? Is it for fun, for the actor to perform? Why does the singer sing or the filmmaker shoot? When we do the work for itself alone, I know how easy that is to say and how hard it is to do, we're like that Marine who sleeps in the foxhole in a freezing rain, but who knows a little secret that only he and his brothers and sisters share. When we do the work for itself alone, our pursuit of a career, or living, or fame, or wealth, or notoriety, turns into something else, something loftier and nobler, which we may never have even thought about or aspired to at the beginning. This psychological salary, it turns into practice. My years in the wilderness. In a way, I was lucky that I experienced failure for so many years, because there was no conventional rewards. I was forced to ask myself, why am I doing this? Am I crazy? All of my friends are making money and settling down and living normal lives. What the hell am I doing? Am I nuts? What's wrong with me? In the end, I answered the question by realizing that I had no choice. I couldn't do anything else. When I tried, I got so depressed I couldn't stand it. So when I wrote yet another novel or screenplay that I couldn't sell, I had no choice but to write another after that. The truth was, I was enjoying myself. Maybe nobody else liked the stuff I was doing, but I did. I was learning. I was getting better. The work became, in its own demented way, a practice. It sustained me, and it sustains me still. I love the ending of today's message of what about the magic, getting into flow and inspiration, psychological salaries, and the fact that many years in the wilderness of just executing as a professional invariably becomes the lifestyle that you so need to actually get stuff done. Like, I've gone through this book so many times. I've been encouraged and inspired by this book in so many ways. And one of the things that I love about reviewing this book so many times, and in today's chapters, I am invigorated. Why? Because I am in that wilderness all the time. My life has become a practice of daily disciplines of delivery, and I'm thankful for that. It has not only persevered me, but it has saved me from destruction. It saved me from distraction. It saved me from a wasted life. I am successful because I am progressively every single day realizing and working towards a worthy goal. And I know that for you guys who are here and have lasted this long, you guys are on a worthy goal as well. So, a couple questions for you. Number one, have you ever been in the wilderness of life? Are you in it now? Tell us about it. Tell us how you're coming out of this wilderness, and maybe, just maybe, the disciplines that are helping you get through it. Number two, what is a psychological salary that will help sustain you for the long haul in turning pro? What is it that you must receive out of the work that you do that is deeper than just money? That is the element that will sustain you through the long grind. Let us know your comments, your ideas in the community, and I'll see you there at go.fsbb.io.